MPFL-related activities for 1 year. Shooting stars have the option to appeal, but in the case of submission to the judgment, must pay the fine within 7 days.
This is what we call new sheriff is in what?
Is in town.
So that means there's no hidden place for anybody. Whatever you do.
This match was played on Sunday instantly.
Instantly. So there's no issue of let's set up a committee, let's look into what happened. The picture is there, the evidence is there. Now tell us the reason why you want to urinate and you have to do it at the center of the pitch. Not that they didn't have a dressing room, or they didn't have.
That's a letter from IMC now to Shooting Stars of Ibadan. You are in breach of Rule C1.1 of the frameworks and rules of the Nigerian Premier Football League. In that, on Sunday, 19th of February, in the course of match day 9 fixture, Shooting Stars versus Aqua United, your camp commandant, Awa Mohammed, was actually spotted urinating on the playing pitch, which is a despicable act that is capable of bringing in the game to disrepute.
Honestly, to be sincere, apart from the sanction and the fine, it is a disgraceful attitude also. I don't know how you do that.
That conduct, I don't know.
In public to even start with. It's totally
unacceptable.
very, very shameful, sincerely. So I think they've done the right thing. Now, other people, they will learn from this. What we always pray for is they shouldn't use us as a scapegoat. That's the truth.
Bayelsa United can testify
to it. And the truth of the matter is, it's something that most footballers, they are unconscious of. Take it or you leave it. Most people are unconscious of this, and it's an attitude that started even from secondary school. I remember those days when we are playing also, some people, before they start the match, they will go and kneel down somewhere at the corner of the pitch, they urinate. We have that a lot. But now it's like they are now resensitizing us that the fact that you are doing the wrong thing and you are getting away with it doesn't make it the right attitude. If you do this going forward, this is the penalty. Now the penalty has been spelled out in line with the provision and the constitution of the NFF. What does it say? You're going to pay a fine of 500,000 naira just for urinating. No.
Then the man, Awa Mohammed, has been suspended for 1 year.
As an individual, you'll be suspended for 1 year. And you now sit down and ask yourself, what did I do? Is it from the village? Is it village people that just send something to me? That something that you can control yourself, just
I'm sure that's
in a minute. In a minute, you can walk down to the toilet and urinate. But because of this mentality that let me just go there, people are doing it, nothing is wrong with it. So I think it's a very good one, and to serve as a deterrent to other people to stop doing that bad attitude.
It's a big one there coming from IMC this time around. Like you said, a new sheriff is in town. IMC not taking anything for granted, trying to see how they can sanitize our league, and it's really getting better. At least I'm sure the remaining teams they'll be singing a lot of warning to their fans or commandant or whoever they actually have it there. Don't go out there to do this. You can see what is befalling teams that actually go against the rule and regulation of the Nigerian Premier League. Now let's move away from that story. Let's quickly talk about matches that were played on Monday. Monday result where games were played. Torino, Cremonese, they played 2-2. Getafe against Valencia ended 1-0 in favor of Getafe. And if you look at how it is in Spanish La Liga right now, both Getafe and Valencia, let's look at the table there in Spanish La Liga, how it also went down. We have, let's just flip it to the two sides because that's where both of them belong, from 11 to 20, not 1 to 10. Getafe versus Valencia now, talking about what happened in that particular game. Well, Valencia lost against Getafe. And it's really very surprising for the fact that it's not easy right now for Valencia. Well,
it's a game that Getafe really needs to win, and they're very happy that they won the match. After scoring the goal, what they did was to go defensive. Go defensive in the sense that, okay, these 3 points, I'm not ready to trade it off because the way the La Liga is going right now, you have to protect winning all your own matches. That's the truth. If you are going to other terrain, anything can happen. But if you are playing at home, you look at it that, man, this is something that I cannot afford to lose because Getafe, before the match, they are having 19 points. And that 19 points takes them to 18th. On the table.
Now they are 19th.
Now you can see them now. They are 16th. Getafe is 16th.
16 rather.
So because from that 19th, after winning from the 19 point they are having and sitting 18th on the log table, it took them to 16. And gave them 22 points. And look at Valencia, they are still where they are. And if Valencia have won their match also, probably they will have been the one in place of Getafe. So that's why the match yesterday was very, 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 very tough, because both of them, they need that 3 points
to lift
up from where.
That means Kwara United versus El Kanemi will be like this.
Yes, definitely it will be like this, because if you look at Getafe and Valencia before the match, they are both 18th and 19th on the log table. And Getafe winning the match took them to 16th position. Also, both El Kaneme and Kwara. Tonight also, it will be a very tough one for both, because both of them, one of them wants to leave where they are currently now. However, the Nasarawa United also will be praying vehemently that play draw, so you remain where you are and let me remain where I am. So it will be very interesting tonight to watch also. Let's see what happened there. Well, before we wrap it up, Cremonese against Torino ended 2-2. Let's look at the flip side of Italian Serie A from all the matches that have been played there. Torino and Cremonese actually at the bottom. They are also fighting hard to see how they can better their lot. Let's look at Italian Serie A there, talking about the table in that particular competition. Well, Torino are 9th on the log, and you look at Cremonese, they are down the bottom of the log. So Torino are now, they have 31 points with a -1 goal difference, and that shows that the draw favored them. Meanwhile, for Cremonese, it didn't work as they were expecting. Well, I think a point is better than 0 points. That's the truth. If you are currently 20th on the log table, not even, you are the last. You are the last. So you don't need to win. If you are the last and you got a point, you still have a lifesaver. So that means your next match, you have to do what? You have to work on it. So I think it's not that bad for Cremonese, but I don't really see how they are going to escape the relegation. Looking at the point difference between them and 16, 15 position, because that is how you look at it mathematically, that okay, can I still make it up? Are we having like 3 points, 4 points, or 5 points that if I can get 2-3 matches going for me, I can be able to live where I am currently now. But if that's not the situation, it will be very difficult for you to do. Look at it from 19 to 9. So that means you need 10 points, and others also, they are not sleeping. They will not be folding their arms that okay, we want to lose while you win, so that you can come and take our position. It will be very interesting, but they have a lot to do. It is possible for them to do. If Juventus, after deducting 15 points from them, they can move from the 16, 15 position they have to be on the 9th and 10th position currently now. They too, they can do it. They should have the same spirit. It can happen to anyone when it comes to football. It's very, very unpredictable. That will be it on 360 Sports on Trust TV. I've been with Olawale Peters. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure being here, Adeniyi. I am Adeniyi Aji Shafe. Thanks for watching.